Hello everyone, and yes, I know it took a while for me to make this video, but so let me get straight into the Zoom Kobe 6 performance review. I have played in these several amount of times, probably like around 20 wearings, mostly indoor. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to talk about the traction on the soles, okay? These, of course, have an outsole of scales. The traction has improved from the Kobe 5, which is one of the big improvements on this shoe. So if you're big on traction, the traction holds up pretty good. It is not thick enough to play outdoors though, so that's the only thing. I would not recommend these playing outdoors, as these shoes are only meant for indoor basketball. I actually thought this wasn't gonna work because of the fact that it's, you know, like this kind of traction. I mean, who would think of this kind of traction pattern for a shoe? Kobe 4s, which has the traditional herringbone pattern to it. But I must say, it is a lot better than the Kobe 5s, which of course offered that heartbeat pattern that that I hated. And yeah. Next thing that I want to talk about in the Kobe 6 is how well the breathability of the shoe is. So breathability in this shoe is very, very good. It's very promising, and it improves on the Kobe 5. Of course, the 3 layers on top of the scales. Below that is the mesh, and then below that is the fly wire. So that's the 3 little layers of that makes this little mesh material, which is very, very flexible, I must say. I like it, and no complaints at all. It actually keeps my feet cold throughout the whole game, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. And it's very, very thin too, so that's a breathability for y'all. Alright, okay, so next thing I want to talk about is lockdown, which is the most problems I have with this shoe. Which at first I thought it didn't keep my heel in place because of this heel cup, and this is the major problem of this shoe. And this is probably the reason why you guys saw Kobe Bryant. I don't know if you guys remember, but during the season he was playing in the Concord V6s and his shoe fell out. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, this heel cup looks way too different. As you guys can see, this one goes fully around the heel. There's no little like space in between. It doesn't cut in like this. But the Kobe 5's heel cup was outstanding. My feet was in place. It was locked in place. My feet wasn't slipping inside the shoe, in which the Kobe 6's I felt like it did. And that's where this shoe kills it for me. The way I solved this in the Kobe 6, there is a way, but it won't solve it for sure, depending on what kind of foot you have, is by lacing them up the runner's knot, or runner's loop, or whatever. You lace up all the Kobe's all the way to its 5th eyelet. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take your laces like this, and then go from outside and into the last eyelet, okay? Like this. And as you pull, keep a little space like that, okay? Same thing with the other side. Outside and in, like this. Keep a little space like that. So in the end, you'll have these 2 little loops right there on the ends, right? On the 6th hole. You want to take one side, alright, and put it through the hole on the opposite. Okay, same thing on this side. Take this side of the lace, put it through this side of the hole. And as you do that, right, just pull, and what it does, it keeps your heel locked in place. You can pull as tight as you want, but the rest of the laces are going to stay in place. All it does, it just keeps your heel locked in place so that your feet doesn't keep sliding in and out of the shoe. Alright, you can use any kind of shoe, not just in basketball. You can, like with running or whatever, and you just tie like a regular shoe, just like that. This will solve the whole heel lockdown for some of you guys. Not for everybody, but that's the whole heel lockdown. So the lockdown issue is pretty much the downfall of this shoe. But by doing this heel little loop right here, it helps it a lot. So yeah. Alright, so the fitting of the shoe is true to size, just like the Kobe 5s, but for those who have wide feet, these actually have a wider toe box area. Okay, but again, I've heard from many people that Kobe's do run a little bit narrow, and they do. So if you have, like, you know, a little wide feet and you guys don't know what kind of size you want, I would probably go half size up. So, but I stay true to my size. I do gotta mention these shoes have a huge arch, a little bit more higher arch than the Kobe 5s. It has a thicker midsole, and which gives you probably a higher arch out on the bottom. So I just want to just keep that in mind. But I went with a size 10. I even have a size 9.5, but those were a little bit too small for me. But I could still wear it. But for basketball, I stick with a size 10. As far as cushioning in these shoes, these have a Zoom Air in them, which is placed right here over the little pivot foot, and also right here. Okay, you guys hear that noise? That's the that's a Zoom Air unit inside of the heel, which gives you that little cushion. That's if you guys wonder why your shoes are always squeaking in the heel sometimes. That's the little Zoom Air bag that they have in there, which is good. The only problem I have with this Zoom Air is that it's a little too mushy for me when I'm playing basketball. I've noticed it feels like it needs to be a little bit more firmer when I'm playing, because it's just every time I'm running it just sinks in, and I lose some like time, you know, like quickness when you're trying to run. So as far as ankle support, this shoe does a great job at it. It's still a low top. Yes, I know a lot of people out there are like, man, low tops are not the thing, man. We'll get with the program. A lot of people in the gym, in the NBA, in NCAA, in any league, a lot of people wear Kobe's, and the whole myth of low tops is gone, man. Like, for real. Whether it's a mid top, low top, high top, you will sprain your ankle. If you land on somebody's foot, you're gonna land on somebody's foot. No, but not any shoe or ankle support will stop you from rolling your ankle, no matter what. It's still very, very lightweight, much lighter than the Kobe 5s, but not much difference. Flexibility in the shoe is great. The upper does a much better job in fitting the feet than last year's Kobe 5, but I still prefer balling in the Kobe 4s, just because I feel like I feel more stable in this shoe because it has a wider base, I think. And I don't know, I just feel more comfortable in the Kobe 4s than the 5s and 6s. The 4s are still one of my favorite shoes to play in. But yeah, the Kobe 6s aren't bad, but as far as performance, this shoe is let down because of this whole heel cup that does not even work, in my opinion. It's just all for show. I wish they would have concentrated more on just keep it like this, just like the Kobe 5, just all the way around, nothing fancy. Keep it very, very solid in the back, you know. But whatever, I guess they can't do that with every shoe, you know what I mean? But overall, again, I would say the Kobe 6s are a solid performer, and I would still choose the Kobe 5s and 4s over this shoe. Okay, and that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being patient. So yeah, I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back, guys. Take care.